really didn't like people telling me what I should do and what sports I should play. So I think I almost took the opposite route.
Now I think he's taken it to a different level.
They just gave the too small sign on Edey.
Edey a touch, Edey a finish. He's only really been playing basketball about 5 or 6 years. Played more baseball and hockey growing up as a kid in Toronto.
Zach's always been really tall. He was a big baby, quite frankly. And so he's always been a big kid and used to being taller than everybody else. He'd always really resisted basketball. It was just kind of, I think, a little predictable for him. For years, Zach would have umpires and coaches tell him, you should play basketball, because it was such a novel idea, a tall guy, playing basketball. So sometimes it was frustrating to him because he would say, I play hockey, I play baseball.
I really didn't like people telling me what I should do and what sports I should play. So I think I almost took the opposite route. You want me to do this, so I'm just not going to do it. I'm not even going to touch a basketball.
11 years old or so, he started getting very serious about baseball. He could occasionally throw an 80-mile fastball. He, at one point, said, I want to be the tallest MLB pitcher out there. And I was thinking, yeah, you could probably do that.
Unfortunately, I almost outgrew the sport a little bit. I had some shoulder problems. In the winter, I was going to play some basketball to kind of keep cross-training, keep it active. I started playing halfway through my 10th grade year, and then the next year I was at IMG and really trying to pursue basketball.
IMG is a whole nother universe. His dad and I talked about it because it was a big decision. He was going to be leaving home. It was a sport that he just started. I remember Zach saying to me, I think prep school is going to be what I need to do in order to get where I want to be.
There's definitely some points where I was feeling like, whoa, what am I doing here? I just started playing the sport less than a year ago, and now I'm in America pursuing it. I just try to get my good understanding of the game and wait for the game to kind of slow down for me, and eventually it did.
It gave him a real hunger. He was driven to try to learn everything, so he was an absolute sponge.
That next year, I was really doing well during my summer. And that's where I picked up offers from Purdue, Baylor, Seton Hall.
All three of his schools were really ones I was comfortable with him going to. He called me up and he said, okay, I'm ready to, tell them my letter of intent, and it's going to be Purdue. It's about a 10-hour drive. It's important to me for him to know that there's somebody always there that's just, rooting for him, no matter what.
It's great to have my mom come down here. She rents an Airbnb every year, watches all my games. We come over to her place all the time, as a team. She'll cook us a meal, we'll eat some food, we'll play some cards.
You made me laugh. When I just looked over and you were actually in tears, bro. Damn, bro. Sticky fingers over here.
The team loves that she's here almost as much as I do. They're always excited whenever I tell her that she's in town, she's ready to make a meal. They're always on board. They'll never say no.
It's worth the 10-hour trip. Although when I go to the grocery store, I'm sure they're wondering how one woman's eating all this food, but I don't have to tell them. I get to know the guys in a different way, and I just keep them out of the kitchen because otherwise they make a mess. The other moms on the team are just so happy. They say, thanks for having my kids over. And I think, are you kidding me? It is absolutely my pleasure. It's my privilege that I can have these guys over and that they're willing to hang out with me.
You look at it now, probably the greatest consolation prize, ever in Purdue basketball history.
You could see it coming, but you still didn't know when. And when we took him, I thought he was going to be a good player. I just didn't know when he was going to be a good player.
Oh, come on!
I know for a fact the other 7-footers we have, they couldn't pitch, first of all. When I saw that YouTube video and with the way his body bends, we've had enough big guys to where you're just like, those guys' bodies, they don't move like that, they don't bend like that. That's what jumped out.
First time I met him, his mom had literally just drove him down, so he got straight out of the van and came and played pickup. We were all sort of like, we'll see. He was just so raw. If I had a video of that day compared to where he is now, that speaks to just his rapid improvement.
You can motivate Zach. I'll say something to him before a game just to kind of rattle his cage, and he'll get going.
Coach B always says, whoever we're playing, will be like, oh, he sent you flowers today. So it's just little stuff like that. I definitely play better when I'm bothered because I think I'm more focused on playing for something.
People have sort of always doubted him. People were just like, oh, he's just tall. And I think he, this year especially, was really motivated by that to sort of prove people wrong.
I think it's a very ignorant take. It's like saying LeBron's only good because he's athletic. I'll see it, I'll kind of laugh at it. Our team will really, they'll get on me too. Like, oh, he's just tall, blah, 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 blah. They'll say it just as much as I hear from other people because they know it kind of motivates me, it kind of gets under my skin.
He actually has a tattoo that says Hakuna Matata. And he likes it because he says there is no problems. And that's really embodies a lot of Zach.
Hakuna Matata has been my mantra for a while. I'm someone that kind of overthinks a lot of things. So kind of having this on my wrist to remind me, don't stress about it. Look at where you are now, where you might have thought you were going to be, and just be glad that you're in the position that you are now.
Up top, Edey collects and throws it down.
It would have to be a little bit beyond what I expected. He'd be the National Player of the Year right now. He averaged 3 as senior in high school. He's obviously different. There's not a lot of guys like him out there.
I think each and every night, every practice, every workout, he wants to go out and really show people what they couldn't see and what they missed out on. I'm just glad that consolation prize fell into our laps.
What has always been the pattern of Matt Painter against Penn State's big man? He goes inside to the big man first 2 series. On the near wing, Lawyer into Edey. What a shot.
Here comes the double team. He spins and scores.
Just what I wanted to see, Zach get that first touch and come out aggressive.
First is on Pickett. That's a good matchup for Penn State. Screened by Jai. Pickett, top of the key for Dredd, far wing Pickett. Edey fires it over. Edey and gone. Pickett knocks down the 3. Front to Pickett, far wing. Edey's right there. Head and shoulder fake. Backs up. Snaps the 3. Pass back out. Foul. Zach Edey.
He goes games without shooting threes. And he's just gotten hot here. And let's don't overdo it, but stay regular ball screen D. And don't fear that.
The stars have come out. 2 best players in the Big Ten at this stage of the season. Pickett to his right 4 seconds ago. Pickett stops, leans in, lays it up off the rim, and Dredd with a spectacular up and under to close the half with an exclamation point.
That's 18 points for Pick. Couldn't have played it any better.
They've been down before and they go on runs. Ohio State had them like this the other day. We're on defense first. Be locked in down there, then come down and execute what we're doing. We got to start this half the right way. Start this the right way. Start this the right way.
Boilermakers have the ball to start the second half.
Let's hope our Boilers can get hot here in the second half from long range.
Lawyer a step back 3 against Funk. Good. Fletcher, Lawyer. Here comes Purdue. Braden Smith in the corner. Caleb First will shoot a 3. Triple time! The Boilermakers take a 2-point lead.
Edey's been literally unstoppable.
Zach Edey just completely dominant in this game.
The Penn State fans are starting to get very unsettled.
Zach Edey's rolling down the lane. I told you. Braden Smith throws it. Settle down. Play like some seniors right here.
Shot clock at 10. Zach's going to go one-on-one against Miles Dredd, and he lost it. Purdue still has it for the moment. A deep 3 for Lawyer. Good! Oh, better lucky than good. 1:20 to play in the game. 10 on the shot clock. Purdue by 10. Shot clock at 7. Edey to Smith. Braden shoots a 3 and he makes it! And that should put this game into the freezer. Purdue is down 6 at the halftime horn, scored the first 12 of the second half, and never looked back.
This environment was unbelievable. I appreciate all the fans that came, everybody that showed up. I told our guys, give them something to cheer about. We did that for 20 minutes. I didn't think we did that in the last 20 minutes.